Namaste, Jai Bharat. There were so many provocative statements from President Trump last few days. So many things. To the extent of saying Bharat is a dead economy. Fine. So many provocative statements. We'll put tariff, we'll do this, we'll do that. And the reply from my Prime Minister was stone silence. And that's how a yogi replies. That's it. The reply was stone silence. He did not say anything. He did not reply. But today or yesterday, suppose, he gave a reply. He said something. And you know what he said? He told his people to be Swadeshi. That's one thing is more than sufficient. He says, try to buy things manufactured in Bharat, things made in India. Try to use things made in India maximum. He doesn't speak about any other nation. He doesn't say about whatever he might push into our market. Of course, we don't let you push everything and anything into our market. But in spite of that, he's asking his people to be Swadeshi, Swabhimani, Swavalambi, and Atmanirbhar. Simple. You remember, I'll recall an anecdote. There was a time when Maldives made a huge program of India Out campaign. Why people from Bharat go to Maldives is for tourism, because the beaches, resorts, silence. You see what was the reply of my Prime Minister? Just watch that. He goes to Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep has got beautiful beaches. No serious facilities like resorts, tourism, etc. Nothing is there. But it has natural potentiality. He just went to Lakshadweep, pulls out a folding chair, sits on the beach, and puts a post photo, Instagram, Facebook, etc. That's it. He didn't say anything. He didn't ask the people to do anything. With that, Maldives tourism collapsed. People of Bharat stopped going to Maldives. Series of bookings were stopped by travel agencies. He didn't say anything. He didn't ask anything. He simply sat at Lakshadweep, posted a photo that was suggestive to people. That is my Prime Minister. And you want his reaction. This time, he simply asked the people to be Swabhimani, Swavalambis, Atmanirbhar, buy your own goods. One more thing. The shopkeepers try to sell maximum things made in our nation. Try not to sell things made in other nations. That's more than sufficient. You see, the people understand that my Prime Minister belonged to them. They have that such trust. People trust him. People accept him. Cutting across political divisions. With all political differences are at peripheral level. When it comes to the nation, people are together. Because the Rigveda talk teaches us that Sangachatum Sambhadat. Be together. United be your thoughts, united be your mind, united be your soul, etc. 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 That's a philosophy that made us what we are. And the people are with him. He need not to speak. He need not to ask us to do anything. The people understand him because the mind, the mental oneness of the Prime Minister who is real leader and the people, you cannot imagine. So he didn't have to tell us anything. He just asked that make sure that you get maximum of things made in Bharat. And another thing, the shopkeepers who sell things, please make sure that you are selling less things made in some other country, and as far as possible sell things made in our own country. You have a choice. You may sell something which is produced elsewhere when you don't have an option, when you don't have a choice. But once we have choice, and we really have plenty of choice, once we have choice, we would promote our own things. What will happen to your trade agreement? Even if, of course, we won't touch the agriculture, cattle farm, etc., because that's exclusive to us. That's united with our culture, belief system, and Hindu Dharma. We don't want you to put poke your nose into these areas. We don't want you to poke your nose into these areas. That we would not like anyone to intervene. But even if we permit, allow, and even if you bring your goods here, suppose the people of Bharat stop buying it. We are a nation, we are a society, you should understand, who resisted a colonial rule with ahimsa. Ahimsa, which is translated into English as non-violence. How appropriate it is for one to think. Ahimsa. We resisted a colonial rule with ahimsa, and ahimsa is not created by Mahatma Gandhi. Ahimsa is a concept found in the Upanishads. Chandilya Upanishad talks about the concept of ahimsa, which was more popularized by Mahavir Swami, the Jain Tirthankara. Mahavir Swami. He gives Panch Mahavritas. Out of the 5 vratas, one is ahimsa, which became popular to the world through Buddha. Because Buddhism is known to the people of the world, because they went about proselytizing, and Jainism is so rigid, did not bother to proselytize themselves. And they took it from the Upanishads naturally. All learnings in Bharat are fundamentally from the Veda Upanishad, the acknowledged tradition. So we are a society, we are a nation who fought the so-called then mighty British Empire through ahimsa. They did not know how to react to that. They would not know. Because they are not Hindus. Simple, they are not Hindus. They would not know. They wouldn't understand. They would not know how to. That such a nation, such a society, yesterday you started speaking English to us. You can't anticipate our reaction. It's better you please, anyone, try to understand the people and their culture, not just their language. We shall meet again. Namaste, Jai Bharat and Jai Sri Ram.